I would hope that my research would shed light on what being a survivor means in the aftermath of genocide. Women's stories in particular are often foreshadowed and overlooked. It gives an understanding of genocide that isn't popular within dominant frameworks. My research centers around the Anfal Campaign of the 1980s against Kurdish groups in northern Iraq. Kurdistan is one of the largest non-state territories in the Middle East. There are several million of us. What my research aims to do is talk about what the textbook leaves out and give a voice to the women that had to recover in post-atrocity situations. So the dictator Saddam Hussein wanted to take over the northern region of Kurdistan and fully unify Iraq because in Kurdistan there's lots of oil-rich regions. And so he began Arabization policies and other methods to try to get Kurds out of the region and bring Arabs in. When I was growing up, I feel like a common experience for children of immigrants or refugees is that they grow up hearing stories about what their parents went through and what their experiences were like, but that wasn't the case for me at all. And so as a kid, I would briefly hear little stories here and there, but I never was really able to unpack their trauma with them, creating a project that focused more so on the cultural practices that sustained Kurdish patriotism and Kurdish life in the aftermath of atrocity. All of the women that I've interviewed, despite everything that they've gone through, are still so proud to be who they are as Kurds and would never change their identity or give it up for anything. I think that genocide resistance, what I've realized, could also come in the form of teaching your kids your language, or making sure that you practice certain holidays, or making sure that you buy cultural garb for your kids to wear. That's how my family and the generations before them have been able to instill patriotism and national pride within us to also pass down to future generations. I'm very prideful of my culture, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to reflect more on its history. The genocide not only worked to erase our culture, but it also worked to erase who we are as a people, and that functions through even just everyday interactions with people not knowing what Kurdistan is. It's not as flashy to talk about coping strategies and cultural practices as it is to just talk about a death toll or how many villages were destroyed. The Humanities Institute has done a great job of encouraging interdisciplinary research. It's really improved my time at UConn because I've been able to also cultivate one of my own research projects that wouldn't have necessarily been accepted within a different research grant just because of how unique it is. I've been really grateful for the community that I've had here and the research skills that I've developed from curating my project.